What a huge difference. In the last episode, we were talking about my best time at Sebring at 2 minutes and 37-second lap time. The goal is to go sub 2:30s. In this video, we install some parts to help reduce lap times. Alright, now that the car's in the air, let's check out the drive shaft. It's pretty light. The drive shaft says it's 15 pounds right here, but I think it's lighter than that. Just over 12 pounds. All right, so before we can pull the drive shaft out, we gotta remove this like transmission cover, and I believe they're just a bunch of 10mm bolts. So let's take that out, and then we can drain the fluid. So we have a aftermarket drain plug. This is the dimple. It's like a super magnet. And then we have the top fill hole here. So we're gonna drain it here, and I'm gonna show you just how strong this magnet is over the stock one. All right, so we have the factory kind of fill plug. It's got a small magnet there. And then we have the dimple super magnet. I don't know if you can see that, but all the shavings that are coming off the transmission. We'll clean that off. All right, so I just wanna show you how strong this magnet is. So your factory one here, I'm gonna take this ratchet that I use to drain everything. So I can barely drag this thing, all right? So now, super magnet, I can pick it up. Now that the fluid is drained, we're gonna take 14mm and probably an extra wrench just to use as a breaker bar, and let's take the 4 bolts off from the drive shaft to the rear end. And for any reason, if the install goes bad and you gotta put it back, I'm just gonna mark the drive shaft, put a line so I know where to put it back. Now let's take it out. Unfortunately, because of this piece here, which I forget the name of it, but I know it's supposed to help with like drone and RAS. This is the HKS high powered. If you didn't have this here, you can pull the shaft out and let it fall in here. Because of this, I cannot get the bearing to pass through. So we're just gonna loosen up these two And these two, no big deal. Pull the exhaust out and it would give me more room to remove this. So once you break this part free, you can slide it, pull it straight out. Be careful, you're gonna have some fluid come out with it. So this is it. Let's see what the factory one weighs. Somehow, you gotta put both of them on, or both halves. Here we go. It's not touching. So we are just over 22 pounds. So a weight savings with 10 pounds. Obviously it's a lot stronger. And if for some reason this was to fail on track or wherever, this thing slinging around is gonna cause some damage. Where this, if this was to break, somehow, it would probably just unravel itself. It's not gonna look pretty, but it's much safer than this. And I think these are rated for 800 horsepower, which that car's never gonna see. So it's a little overkill. The goal with this is to remove weight and rotational weight at that to help accelerate the car a little bit faster. It takes a lot of energy to rotate this drive shaft. Now that we took 10 pounds out of it, it's gonna be much easier to spin. All right, let's shove this shaft in. So now we want to insert the shaft. Put shaft in. We can go ahead and bolt up the rest. Oh yeah, this thing should make a good improvement. One thing I'm hoping for is that now with a lighter drive shaft, I'm hoping to get a little less vibration out of the IRP shifter. Okay, so now that the drive shaft's installed, we got to put some transmission fluid in. I really like the AMSOIL. I'm not someone who's going to push things on you, but from experience, the 7590 fluid, once it warms up, I have the IRP shifter, which for those that know, it's very notchy. This fluid, I can tell it's much smoother going through the gears once the fluid is up to temp. There it goes. Now we're full. Okay, now that the drive shaft's installed, the transmission has fluid, and the exhaust is bolted up, you would normally want to take it for a test drive to go experience everything you just did. The probably hour or so to install this. We have so much more to do with the track day. In just over a week, there's still a ton of work to do. I'm trying to pull out a bunch of weight out of the car to run that sub 230 at Sebring. So follow me into the next video.